Guys, I would really love to know how a sexual harassment can be proven if it is not meditated, if it is not something that that person has planned. I would want to know how to showcase or how to bring proof of such happening because this case of Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio, I really want to know how people want her to present proof, like what they really need her to bring as proof if she did not plan that sexual harassment happening. Guys, let's dive into the story. Hello, everybody. Welcome back again to my channel. My name is Wemimo, and I'm also known as StatMemo5 and also known as TMO5 Kaniko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you for always coming back. So, as you all know, guys, I said if I say anything on Senator Natasha and Senator Akpabio, I'll bring it here. So there's actually been quite a few updates in the week. So the first one I believe I saw, was a video of a son who was actually asking Senator Natasha to retract the sexual harassment allegation that she should bring proof. And the name of the son is Olisa Agbakoba. So he called. So I'm reading from the news from Channels TV, and there's a video which I'm going to drop for you guys to watch. Okay.
Social media is not where useful as it is for information, but unfortunately, it's not where you actually justify information. So yes, I can see she's doing very well in social media, but that's not the court of law. In the court of law, the question would be not whether my client is a murderer, not whether my client is whatever he is. The question would be, on the day you wrote this petition, you mentioned that you were sexually harassed. Where's the proof? This matter can be absolutely resolved if she does two things. Responds to my letter proving that the allegation is true. And I will turn to my client and say, well, here's proof. Or saying, well, I'm sorry that what I said is not correct. That's it. Experienced lawyers don't just run to court. You play out what we call the pre-trial process. You give opportunity to the person who you intend to sue to say, I will not go to court if all you do is to apologize. That's all. Whether my client will accept it or not, but my instruction to him would be, it's good to accept the apology.
So you guys saw that video, what this Baba has to say. In fact, it's a lengthy video, but I've had to cut it down. So based on the write-up by Channels Television, which I'm going to screenshot and put it here, it says that former president of the Nigerian Bar Association, NBA, and senior advocate of Nigeria, Olisa Agbakoba, I'm going to pop his image here, has called on suspended senator representing Kogi Central, Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, to retract a sexual harassment allegation against Senate President Godswill Akpabio, describing it as clearly, in quote, clearly false and unsubstantiated. That is a son who said the petition a lady wrote, a lady in the House of Senate wrote, is clearly false and unsubstantial. Has he seen evidence? Has his client given him evidence to show that he did not commit this offense? We do not know, but that is coming from a son. And I want to believe that they know the law. Me, I do not know the law. I'm just using my own common sense. Let's keep reading. So Agbakoba, who is lead counsel to the Senate President, issued a second formal letter dated April 22nd, 2025, after an earlier request on the 14th of April reportedly went unacknowledged by the embattled senator, that's Senator Natasha. The development was disclosed at a press conference held in Lagos on Tuesday. According to the senior lawyer, Akpoti Uduaghan failed to provide clarity on what he termed, in quote, significant contradictions in allegations, popularly concerning alleged harassment on December 8, 2023, and a subsequent praise of Akpabio the following day on social media. I remember that Senator Natasha dropped an apology, and that apology, I intentionally did not make it look as if it was a joke apology, and I saw some comments that people dropped, like, some people, you just don't read at times. People don't learn to read. Anyway, in quote, the Sun said, in our first letter dated 14th of April 2025, we requested that you clarify contradictions in your sexual harassment allegation against our client, Senator Godswill Akpabio, Agbakoba stated. So That's that SAN is asking Senator Natasha to retract the sexual allegation petition she made. And Senator Natasha, that woman, the kind strong head that she gets, no be here. Obviously, there's a video as well. I think I've already shared that video well, where this senator, this son was saying that Senator Natasha Akpoti is doing well on social media, but that's not the court of law. So if that's not the court of law, why are you all coming out here on social media asking her to bring proof? She already said that if you all believe that there's any iota of lies in what she has said, that you should charge her to court. So I would imagine that a son, a lawyer, and a client will charge her to court to show that what she said about your client is false. But you all said there's case in the court, and you all are coming out on social media, keep saying things to her, keep asking her for proof. She said that if there's any lies in what she has said, you guys should charge her to court. So charge her to court. Go to court, and then she will give you guys what you wanted. Social media is not the court. I believe we all agree to that. So you are saying that she's doing well on social media, but that's not the court of law. We all agree. In the court of law, the question will not be whether my client, in quote, Senator Godswill Akpabio, was a MUIDA. The question will be, in quote, on the day you wrote the petition, you mentioned you were actually harassed. Where is the proof? Exactly. So if they get to the court and they ask her, she will provide. I believe she will provide because she said, let's go to court. So you guys should go to court. Abby, are you a little here now? Why? Anyway, Senator Natasha came out and she dropped a post. So this is one where she rejected the retraction. She said she's not rejecting the retraction. No. Madam said she's not rejecting anything, that she's standing by what she said. Even though this lawyer told her to reject, she said no, she's not retracting it. She's not retracting. And then she came up with a note which I found on Punch newspaper, and I'm going to screenshot it here. So it says that I don't owe you evidence. Senator Natasha slams senior advocate of Nigeria, Agbakoba. So this is what it says. I'm reading from Punch again. Suspended senator representing Kogi State, Senator Natasha Akpoti Uduaghan, has slammed senior advocate of Nigeria, Olisa Agbakoba, for asking her to provide the evidence of sexual harassment allegation against the Senate President Godswill Akpabio. In a strongly worded letter dated 30th of April and addressed to Agbakoba's chamber, Akpoti Uduaghan reaffirmed her resolve to pursue the case against Akpabio to its logical conclusion in the High Court of the Federal Capital Territory, maintaining that her petition represents, in quote, the truth of the events complained about. Reacting to Agbakoba's demand for a retraction of what he termed a clearly false and unsubstantiated, I can't speak English today, allegation, Akpoti Uduaghan declared that attempts to force her into prematurely disclosing evidence amounted to a misrepresentation of legal procedure and a distortion of how sexual harassment cases are to be handled under global standards. She stated, in quote, the assessment of evidence belongs to the court alone. The nature of your demand for evidence in this manner at the instance of your client simply indicates a broader misconception of what really amounts to sexual harassment as prescribed in several global protocols. This woman is not backing down anytime soon. So the write-up continued by saying that describing Agbakoba's letter as an attempt to undermine due process, the lawmaker added, in quote, it underscores a narrow perspective of the nature of this global menace. It is my respectful opinion that this is another attempt by your client to play to the gallery and relegate this matter yet again to the backwaters. She maintained that any further details will be provided only, in quote, in the ordinary course of disclosure, subject to the direction of the Honorable Court. In quote, warning that attempts to short-circuit the judicial process would erode the very rule of law, principles Agbakoba is known to uphold. Akpoti Uduaghan also took issue with what she described as a media campaign allegedly orchestrated by Agbakoba on Akpabio's behalf, saying such conduct undermines the integrity of court proceedings. She continued saying that, in quote, the principle is elementary. A litigant may not approbate in the court and reprobate in the press. She said the rule against parallel adjudication safeguards the integrity of judicial determination, preserves the fairness of proceedings, and secures the dignity of all arms of government. Agbakoba had earlier faulted inconsistencies in Senator Natasha's claims and requested a formal retraction, citing a lack of corroborating evidence and raising concerns about the credibility of her petition. But with both parties now firmly entrenched in legal and rhetorical crossfire All eyes turn to the FCT court, where the substance of the allegations is expected to be tested in full. So everybody's waiting for the court case in Abuja. Let me find that is the case that we have seen so far based on this battle between Senator Akpabio and Senator Natasha. Guys, leave your thoughts and opinion in the comment section. Do you think that this case of Senator Natasha's petition against Senator Akpabio, that she would not be able to present evidence? Or are you of the opinion that yes, she has evidence and only in court should that evidence be heard? And also, I believe the judge, a high court judge, has barred Senator Natasha and the people involved in this case to stop talking about the case. But now, all other parties are using their mouthpiece to still speak about this case. So in this case now, the SAN representing Akpabio is the one talking back at Senator Natasha, and you thought that Senator Natasha will not reply. This woman will reply you, and she's not backing down yet. And also, guys, just like I asked in the beginning, that how do you present a proof of something that actually happened if you did not plan it? Is it not something that you plan that you'll be able to get proof of? Because now they're like, oh, bring evidence, bring it. Well, according to her, Senator Natasha says she has proof, and only in the court will she bring the proof. So let me know, guys, in the comments. Do you think there's a way, or there's no way of us to show proof that sexual harassment actually happened? Guys, leave your thoughts as always in the comment section. If you've watched now, if you're not subscribed to my video, watch, or you're not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Don't forget to like, drop a comment in the comment section, subscribe if you've not yet done so, turn on your post notification to all, turn the notification to all, which means that anytime and every time I drop a post, you will be notified and you will not miss it. And do not hesitate to join my membership. And my membership is just a way of you supporting my channel to say that Mom 5, you're doing a great job. And I hope to catch up with you in another video. Alright, bye for now. Bye.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearrange